How are you guys doing? My name is Patrick. I represent Midwest Vintage and Heavy Seven Hearts. Today we're with Chaos, a pioneer of the Madison music scene. We're gonna ask him a few questions. First off, how did you get your name, man?
Um, Man, kind of my mom a little bit. She was, she always said, "Oh, you causing chaos," and saying stuff like that. And then one day I had one of my homies that I grew up with he had like a backpack that said chaos on it, like a Chinese symbol, and it said chaos. He was like, "Man, it's for you, cause then you," and everybody just started calling me chaos. Man, I was like 7th or 8th grade. It's been just
That's it.
stuck with me forever, man.
Okay. So how was your upbringing?
It was good. I mean, my mom, she worked real hard to take care of me and my brother. My pops wasn't around, but my grandparents, looked out for us. We didn't have a lot of money,
Yep.
we was raised on love, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when you grow up like that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta figure it out, but we got a good base.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Who inspired your music?
Damn, that's deep, bro. That's deep. I got a lot of inspirations when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? I'm extremely influenced by all types of different genres and sounds. But to sum it up like real heavily, what made me get into it the way that I am right now, I'd probably say my grandmother, bro. Like she pretty much forced me to play the piano for like 10 years. I hated it. I hated every single second of it. I never wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm a hood nigga. I ain't playing piano.
No, I hear
You got
that.
me in here playing
No,
piano.
I
But she
hear
forced
that.
it on me to the point where it made my music intellect so sharp. Like you could sing right now and I could tell you what note that it was. I don't know too many people that got pitched like that. You know what I'm saying? So those are things that I got from that. So my major inspiration was her, you know what I'm saying, kind of
Just
putting me into that lane
Yep.
to really have a different kind of respect for music and things like that,
What made you get into production?
I am a perfectionist, one, and I like to get things done.
Okay.
And I feel like people are lazy, and especially the people that I surrounded myself with at the time. I spent so much time in the studio, bro. It'll blow your mind if I told you how much money I spent trying to push my own product and be in the studio, trying to force ideas and things on people that didn't really understand the vision.
Yep.
So I had to take it upon myself to really understand. So I dungeoned myself. I rented out studio spaces or office spaces first, little small office spaces, and put my own stuff in there and practiced on my own music and on my own craft with some of my favorite engineers at the time, until I could perfect my craft and move on to find out that it was actually really what I like to do.
Okay. What is holding the Madison music scene back?
It's crazy because it's such a deep-rooted question, but if I wanted to really, really like sum it up, it's logic. People are lacking the logic behind what this is, right? So like being a musician successfully is still a business at the end of the day. People think that it's all like glory and chains and women and flashy stuff and drugs and all that, but it's a business at the end of the day. So if you don't treat it as so, it's not gonna help you. So I feel like there's a lot of competition. People don't come together, and people don't put budgets behind themselves because they don't take it seriously. Let me ask you, like, if you had like when you play poker, right?
Yep.
Never play poker?
I haven't, but I'm familiar.
But you know about the game, right? So like when you got a good hand, right? You place all the chips down because you know, like I'm gonna win.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people lack that confidence because they don't want to put all their chips out. So nobody want to like put that bread behind it. It takes money to make money sometimes, and being an artist is really, really difficult. People think that it's easy. I'm gonna go to the studio, I'm gonna make a hit song, and then everybody's gonna love me. But that's just not. It's just not designed that way.
Okay, as a producer, what do you look for in an artist? Like, what skills or abilities do you look for when you're looking for a good artist?
I'm not necessarily like looking for good artists. I just want people who take this seriously because the biggest thing I can say is that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Sheesh. That's a real quote.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's really what it's about. There's people who are horrible at this. Honestly, they're not that good, but they're amazing businessmen. and they figured out how to make it shake. If we're talking about craft and what makes me feel like there's a great artist, is consistency. That's what makes me really be like, okay, they're good. Because consistency shows me that you practiced, you went home and thought about this,
Perfected your
you
craft.
looked into your cadences and the way you said things and the balance of your word flow and your breath, and just there's so many different factors. So consistency, paying attention to details, those are the type of things that if I was going to say I want to find a good artist, that's probably what it would be.
Okay. How has the music scene changed since you started?
Man, in Madison,
Yeah.
it's a lot different. Because, I started and I was young, real young. Like, people were selling CDs.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? And I actually made a lot of money selling CDs as a jit. I made a lot of bread, more than I made, doing streams and stuff like that. But the scene changed because, like, they used to be real accepting of hip-hop and, the culture and whatnot. Not, I should say super accepting, but more than it is now.
Okay.
Now they say, oh, they got a hip-hop show, and they be using that as an excuse to shut things down because they think, the violence is connected to it and things like that. But I think that's kind of where the hip-hop scene changed a little bit.
Where do you want to see yourself in the next 2 years?
I would like to be opening up my 5th establishment at that time. I'm trying to expand the studios a little bit.
Okay. Is there any projects or any singles that we should be looking out for?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm getting ready to probably do my last project. It's just something big. We got some major distribution behind it and some major marketing behind it. It's called Him, High Impact Music. Chaos New Money. You can Google me. I'm all over the place. But I want to really put more light on the studio. AFGM Media Group. We just opened our 2nd room.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. We have 2 studios running now, and we'll have our video studio running shortly. Yeah.
So do you have any products or promotional products that people can find or look for?
For sure, definitely. I got a lot of this merch that's usually on the site right now. Unfortunately, we are sold out, but we re-up as much as we can. They go pretty quick. So we got masks and hoodies, and for the summer, I'll be doing booty shorts for the ladies and socks, and we got bonnets. We gonna be doing do-rags for the guys. We just doing a lot of it because people. The logo is, It's universal and people like it, and we like the way that we've been putting the style together, do something for the culture just the same way that you do.
Yep.
Much respect to you and how you've been doing what you're doing. Maybe we'll put a little merch in here.
No, we got to collab sometime.
For sure. That'd be crazy.
And I'll end it off. What do you want to see for the Madison scene?
I actually got to be super honest, man. I really enjoy working with the people that I work with. I really have a good time working with the artists that take this craft seriously because I care just as much as you do. I match energy. So if you don't care that much, I kind of get on that with you.
Yep.
But if you really, really care, I'm on that with you. Like, I'm ready to go to the next level. I'll help and push and promote. So I really want to see some of these guys, like, taking it to the next level, putting a little bit of bread behind what they got going on, getting them streams and them views up. So when they go to these other cities, their recognition is high, and I want to see them. I just want to see a little more work out of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
A little more growth in the city.
Yeah, for sure, man. And especially like our black people, man, I want them to really lock down and understand and have the confidence to know that you can move forward and do whatever that you want to do on the business side. You don't always have to be, locked into the street with everything you do. You know what I'm saying? These people sometimes you got to fight for it, but you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
What is something?
You as a prime example, bro. You're a great example for that.
No, bro, and sometimes I forget just the growth because it's just so much work to be done.
For sure,
but
it's
I just
hard.
want to be in a position where like I can really put on for my city. This is bigger than me, just on the fact that man, I come from where I never thought this was possible. So for it to be something that's close, I just want to work even harder to accomplish more of my goals that I want. But I want to end it off by saying, man, where can we find you on the internet?
Man, I'm everywhere. So I'd like for people to go and make sure first that they check out afgmmediagroup.com. You can book a session there. My name is Chaos New Money. You can Google me. We're on Spotify. Actually, there's chaosnewmoney.com. Actually, I forgot I had that. So you can go there and catch everything there. Spotify, iTunes, whatever y'all listen to, Napster, I don't care what it is. We're everywhere. Snapchat, Facebook. It's all chaosnewmoney.com and AFGM Media Group. And yeah, man, we here plugging the city, man. You know.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
My name is Patrick. I represent Midwest Vintage and Heavy 7 Hearts. If you want to check him out, he'll be on Instagram, Facebook, and there's also his website. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having me, bro.